414. I have read the questions and answers in this section about board meetings, and in many respects my board does not operate in the required way. Does it matter?
You are not the first person to make this observation, and you will probably be aware that in practice many of the requirements are disregarded in some companies, perhaps as a deliberate intention and perhaps due to ignorance. Does it matter? Maybe. The first point to make is that you very probably want to comply with a law, your articles and good practice. You would expect this book to advise you to get it right, and that is indeed the advice offered. The second point is that in some cases the rules may actually be being followed. A conscious decision to accept irregularities may perhaps legitimize them. On no account should this argument be stretched too far. You, and others, should know the requirements so that any decision to disregard them is a conscious one and not an unconscious one. When a requirement is disregarded, it is sometimes said, "Who knows and who cares?" To which the answer may be very few and no one. Often no harm is done so long as no one complains, but do not depend on this too readily, as complaints may be raised later. It is not unknown for vengeful former spouses to seek revenge, and directors may be friends at the time but fall out later. If the company is or becomes insolvent, it may matter a great deal. It may cause problems with due diligence if the company is later sold. Of course, some irregularities are more serious than others, and some are unacceptable in any circumstances. Irregularities are least likely to be acceptable in listed companies, and they are very undesirable in certain types of company, charities being an example. They are perhaps most likely to be tolerated in a small private company where the directors trust each other and are the major shareholders. Even in a company such as this, the rights of minorities should be respected.